Hey there. I thought that today I would read you some love poems. I feel like I want to get in the zone of romance and sensuality and stop thinking so much about dating. So I pulled up a few for you, a little bit at random. Sonnet 2 by Shakespeare. When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow and dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field, thy youth's proud livery, so gazed on now, will be a tattered weed of small worth held. Then being asked where all thy beauty lies, where all the treasure of thy lusty days, to say within thine own deep sunken eyes, were an all-eating shame and thriftless praise, how much more praise deserved thy beauty's use? If thou couldst answer, this fair child of mine shall sum my count and make my old excuse, proving his beauty by succession thine. This were to be new made when thou art old, and see thy blood warm when thou feel'st it cold. This is one of my favorite sonnets, 43. I used to do this one in acting class in high school. When most I wink, then do mine eyes best see. For all the day they view things unrespected, but when I sleep, in dreams they look on thee, and darkly bright are bright in dark directed. Then thou, whose shadow shadows doth make bright, how wouldst thy shadow's form happy show to the clear day with thy much clearer light, when to unseeing eyes thy shade shines so? How would, I say, mine eyes be blessed made by looking on thee in the living day, when in dead night thy fair imperfect shade through heavy sleep on sightless eyes doth stay? All days are nights till I see thee, and nights bright days when dreams do show thee me. This is On Marriage by Khalil Gibran. All these poems are in the public domain. I found them on poets.org. This is a poem that's read at wedding ceremonies, so let's see if we can get something out of it. On Marriage, Khalil Gibran. Then Almitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of heaven dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of the lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow." And then we have Rumi, who has such a romantic relationship with God. Let's find a wedding poem. Here's one. "Be lost in the call, Lord," said David, "since you do not need us. Why did you create these two worlds?" Reality replied, "O prisoner of time, I was a secret treasure of kindness and generosity, and I wished this treasure to be known, so I created a mirror, its shining face the heart, its darkened back the world. The back would please you if you've never seen the face. Has anyone ever produced a mirror out of mud and straw? Yet clean away the mud and straw and a mirror might be revealed. Until the juice ferments a while in the cask, it isn't wine. If you wish your heart to be bright, you must do a little work. My king addressed the soul of my flesh. You return as you left. Where are the traces of my gifts? We know that alchemy transforms copper into gold. This son doesn't want a crown or robe from God's grace. He is a hat to 100 bald men, a covering for 10 who are naked. Jesus sat humbly on the back of an ass, my child. How could a zephyr ride an ass? Spirit, find your way in seeking lowness like a stream. Reason tread the path of selflessness into eternity. Remember God so much that you are forgotten. Let the caller and the called disappear. Be lost in the call. Let's do this one. I am wind, you are fire. Translated by Anne-Marie Schimmel. Oh, if a tree could wander and move with foot and wings, it would not suffer the axe blows and not the pain of saws. For would the sun not wander away in the night? How could at every morning the world be lighted up? And if the ocean's water would not rise to the sky, how would the plants be quickened by streams and gentle rain, the drop that left its homeland, the sea, and then returned? It found an oyster, waiting, and grew into a pearl. Did Yusuf not leave his father in grief and tears of despair? Did he not by such a journey gain kingdom and fortune wide? Did not the prophet travel to far Medina, friend? And there he found a new kingdom and ruled 100 lands. You lack a foot to travel? Then journey into yourself and like a mine of rubies receive the sunbeams? Print out of yourself. Such a journey will lead you to yourself. It leads to transformation of dust into pure gold. This is one that I love. Look, this is love. Also translated by Anne-Marie Schimmel. Come, come, whoever you are. Wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come yet again. Come, come. We are as the flute, and the music in us is from thee. We are as the mountain, and the echo in us is from thee. We are as pieces of chess engaged in victory and defeat. Our victory and defeat is from thee, O whose qualities are comely. Who are we, O thou soul of our souls, that we should remain in being beside thee? We and our existence are really non-existence. Thou art the absolute being which manifests the perishable. We all are lions, but lions on a banner. Because of the wind, they are rushing onward from moment to moment. Their onward rush is visible, and the wind is unseen. May that which is unseen not fail from us, our wind whereby we are moved, and the being are of thy gift, or whose existence is from thy bringing into being. This is by Elsa Gidlow. This is not love. This is not love. We cannot call it love. Love would make me aware of infinite things, drive me down the spirit's vast abyss and through the narrow fastness of pain. This is not love, yet it holds loveliness beyond mere pleasure. Peace and passion both grow from the kiss with which I paint drab hours. It is not love. Love is for the gods, and our more godlike moments, yet when stars withhold their splendor, Why should we not light candles to warm with kindly mortal flames the all-enfolding, cold, immortal night? This is called A Love by Lorenzo Calogero. Blonde fireflies amid the summer hedges, how splendid your sun ray darting through darkness! You've reminded me of something that has never vanished from my childhood. Infinite hope through the fields. I see myself as a child again, feel the unknown rhythms of times past. A dream, I am lying on a girl stuck in my heart, a musical bas relief for vast infinity. I compare her to the moon, to the stars, to the splendorous night, and everything attaches me to that love I lose myself in. Of this I actually know nothing, except a confusing clamor. This is My Love's Langston Hughes. I love to see the big white moon shining in the sky. I love to see the little stars when the clouds go by. I love the raindrops falling on my rooftop in the night. I love the soft wind sighing before the dawn's gray light. I love the deepness of the blue in my Lord's heaven above. But better than all these things, I think, I love my lady love. This is translated by Sarah Arvio, Federico Garcia Lorca. To find a kiss of yours. To find a kiss of yours, what would I give? A kiss that strayed from your lips. Dead to love, my lips taste the dirt of shadows. To gaze at your dark eyes, what would I give? Dawns of rainbow garnet, fanning open before God, the stars blinded them one morning in May, and to kiss your pure thighs, what would I give? Raw rose crystal, sediment of the sun. Beautiful. Let's see if we can find one more. How about this sonnet, Shakespeare? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometimes declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Have a lovely day, everyone.